Okay, elements of photography, the video. We are using the assignment from first semester. If you did it, it was the intro to photography where we found these 10 elements online and put the pictures in. And we're going to use that structure for the slides to do this semester's elements of photography video. So that kind of helps us with some of the work involved with setting it up. And if you are not one of the people who finished that project, you get to do it from scratch, which is really no big deal. You just need to create 13 blank slides in PowerPoint and go from there. So here's the assignment on Google Classroom, and reading right here. Here are the elements that we're going to need. So you need a title slide, a list of contents or table of contents, 10 element slides, and a conclusion slide. That's your 13 slides. That's the minimum requirement. We're using transitions, animations, motion, graphic design elements, colors, filters, and more to make your video visually appealing and a creative piece of work. And on this assignment, this 40-point assignment due next Wednesday, you're going to attach both the PowerPoint slides and the link of your video from YouTube once you finalize it. So I've got some of these tutorials here that are going to help you along with that. So now, the videos that I showed in class to help you with transitions and animations can be found right here. PowerPoint tips, tricks, and tutorials, and here's the one on animations, here's the one on transitions, and here's the one on formatting pictures. So we went out and we took some pictures out in the quad last Friday and yesterday during class, and hopefully you got all 10 that you needed. If not, this is a homework assignment for you to either do at home, or you can get those pictures while in class or around our classroom door. Alright, so let's open up this PowerPoint. This is the one that I downloaded from Google Drive, and these are the pictures that we found online. So basically what I'm going to do is insert all the pictures that I took instead of these. So I'm going to split my screen, and in Google Drive here I have my pictures right here. So if I were to select all these pictures, so holding down Control, and select all the ones that I took the past couple days, which I don't think these are all of them, but it's most of them. I'm going to show you how to build a couple of these slides. So I would select all, I would right click and download these pictures. They're going into a zipped file, which is great. There it is. So on our Windows computers, in order to get those open, I would click on that, and you can see that it wants me to extract the compressed. So you would do extract all, and I'm going to make this go into my pictures folder, and I'm going to create elements of photography video, so I know which folder all those pictures are going to be in. And so I'll extract those. And so now my pictures that I took are in that folder, and now I can minimize this, maximize this, and I can bring up my pictures. So rule of thirds. Which one was rule of thirds? I believe it was this one, so I'm going to drag it in over here, and I believe this was rule of thirds because my tree right here is in, if there was imaginary lines, okay, and we're trying to get the subject of our picture in one of the intersecting lines. So like this original picture, I'll show you the one that we found in the internet. These are imaginary lines. These are the grid lines that would be on your camera. They're not supposed to show up on the final product. It's just imaginary. So in this case, that ship is in the top quadrant. So for mine, I'm going to take this picture out, and I'm going to put my picture in. And I'll go find my other ones. So the next one that I'm going to find, let's see, balancing the elements. I don't think I got that, so I'm going to skip to leading lines. And I know I got a leading lines one, which was my coffee cup right here along that edge of the plot thing. So I'm going to take out my picture and put, sorry, the internet picture. I'm going to put my picture in. So that's the leading lines. My coffee cup right there, and so forth. So now you're going to place all 10 that you've taken. And now once you've got your slides and you've got your pictures in, you're going to start doing like the transitions and the animations and touching up on the pictures. So the very first thing you want to do is you need frames on all these pictures. So you're going to click on a picture like this, click on picture format, and you're going to pick one of these frames. So you could pick the same one for each picture, or you can pick different ones. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do something kind of simple like this. And once I have my frame, I also need to do either a correction of sharpness, softness, brightness, contrast, or I need to do some sort of color or recolor or saturation of some sort, or do an artistic effect of some sort. So I'm choosing to do, let's just do a color correction on this one. So I'm going to brightness, contrast. I'm going to see which one I like. Oh, I think I like that one because it gives me a sun flare, this sun flare right there. So I kind of like that effect. So there's rule of thirds. And if I want to transition between slides 1 and 2, I'm going to go to transition and I'm going to find one that I like. And maybe what I'll do is do a gallery, since this is kind of a photo gallery. So I'll do that, and we'll go to the next slide, and let's do the animations for this one slide. So I have 2 elements on my slide now. I have the text and I have the picture. So I'm going to put at least one animation, an entrance animation on each one of these objects. You could do up to 3 or more. You could do an entrance, an emphasis, and an exit if you'd like, but I'm just going to show you the entrance right now. Animations, and I can see more entrance effects here, and I think I'm going to go, I like to use the bounce effect with titles, so I'm going to do that, and I like it. I'm going to click my picture and put an animation on that. And so maybe for my picture animation, I'm going to have it float up, and there are adjustments that I can make to these things, so I'm going to show you that too. I'm going to go to animation pane right here, and this will show you what the animations are. And I can do some different effects with this. So if I went to effect options, I can play with the timing. So if this is a medium, maybe I want it to go faster or slower, so let's do the bounce very slow instead of medium and see what that looks like. That's maybe a little too slow, so I'll change that. So let's go back to medium. I think I liked medium. And so now on the picture, go to the effects on that one. And maybe I want this to be a little slower because it went a little fast for my taste. So let's go 3 seconds. And there we go. Other animations that you could do. So I'll go down here to the leading lines one. So for like the picture, another thing you could do is do the motion paths. So you could do straight lines, you could do arcs or turns, shapes, loops, or custom paths. So you could actually draw your own path if you wanted. And then just like the other animations, there are more. So if I wanted to use maybe this arc right effect, that would look pretty cool. And actually, if I wanted that, I would actually start the picture out differently so that it looks better. So if I wanted to play those, that way it'll get out of the way of the text as well when it finishes. So that's good. So we have 13 slides when we're finished. So after the title slide, you have to actually insert a new slide for your table of contents, which you will build. and your last slide should be a conclusion slide. So you'll put that in, and you don't have to call it conclusion, obviously you could, and then you're going to do some things with that. So that, in a nutshell, in a little over 10 minutes, is kind of how we're going to start building out this slide deck once you have your pictures from your phone or camera onto your computer, and we're going to start building this out. The second part of this will be converting this PowerPoint to a video, getting it to YouTube, and then we'll be good to go by next Wednesday. All right, let's get to it. I'll see you back in class. I'll be helping people out with this picture business. See you then.